right here, right now. Share your story with us at 800-395-1601 if you have picked these up. Now, I have said this on air before, and I'm going to say it again. This is my favorite item on the Rastelli's menu. I've told Little Ray many, many times, and we've sold out of this many, many times. But today we are offering this to you in a 10 count or a 20 count of the amazing 6-ounce premium pork ribeye steaks with butters. It's Ray Rastelli joining us here. Good to see you, my friend. All right. Well, we have got lots to talk about here. Here is what we are offering to you right now as today's special value. If you'd like that 10 count, it's $59.98 for easy payments of $14.99. You're going to get 2 of the brand new butters, the 1-ounce cinnamon brown sugar butter and the 1-ounce garlic parmesan butter. If you'd like the 20 count, the price on that one is $99.98 for easy payments of $25. You'll get 2 of each of those butters. You can lock this price in on auto delivery for every 60 days for 1 year. And if you get that 20 count, it's a stock up and save of $19.98. Each of these end up costing you $4.99 with that 20 count. Less than $5 for a 6-ounce premium pork ribeye steak. Never have I ever said that. Never will you ever see that on a steakhouse menu. Now, we've got some ship date options for you as well. You can get this home immediately, or you can get this home the week of August 26th or the week of September 23rd. We have, the immediate shipment is the most popular. I know why. Y'all want to get these home and get them on the grill. Of course you do. Rastelli's is the #1 food brand here at QVC, and there are over 700 5-star reviews on the Rastelli's pork products. This is not a pork chop. This is a pork ribeye, premium pork ribeye, right, buddy?
That is exactly right, Steve. And it is very special. And the reason it's very special is from where it comes from, right? This is fresh pork, local farmers right here from the Pennsylvania Dutch country. That's important to me as a butcher for 48 years. I want to make sure I know the source. I know the farmers. I know the people that are really responsible for giving us the very, very best. And this is the very, very best. It's our best-selling pork item. It's by far our best-selling pork item at our butcher shop. And I will tell you that when you cut into a pork steak like this, and I call it a steak because you can treat it just like a steak, but look at the center of this. Look at how beautiful this is. Now, this one I put a little bit of our cinnamon brown sugar butters on top here. Butters are brand new, right? This is something we have never ever done before, but I wanted to bring you something really special. Now, you don't have to use any butter at all, but if you want a little bit different flavor profile, you can try that. And Steve, I'm gonna let you cut through that with your fork because you don't need a knife. So you go ahead and cut through.
You bet.
Look at that. So
right with the fork, right through there.
Yep. And
no knife needed.
That's the cinnamon.
Take that cinnamon
brown sugar.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that incredible?
It's the best. I love pork products. First time I tried this, it was like I've never tried pork like this before. And so many of our hosts here have this on auto delivery. Jane Brown, Mary Beth, they told me, you have to get this. And I have presented this many times before, and I've sold out of this many times before.
Yes.
So many people are falling in love with this right now. But you just said it. It's where it's sourced from. We know exactly where it's coming to us from. And a lot of people have the misconception of when they hear ribeye, they think, of course, like a beef steak, and it could be a lot of fatty. You're eating this full steak end to end.
End to end. And what's really nice about it, I'm going to show you, this is a whole pork steak, right? These are 6 ounces. They're completely trimmed. Our butchers take every ounce of fat off them. But I'm not even going to use a knife to cut through the center of this. I'm going to just do this. Look at this. With a fork, I went through an inch thick pork steak with my fork. So that shows you just how tender these are going to be. Now, they're juicy because they're the ribeye. And you know the ribeye has the most amount of marbling in it. So that marbling that's in that ribeye is what gives you that juiciness that you saw in every single bite. But we've taken every ounce of fat off it for you, Steve.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I just tried the cinnamon brown sugar butter.
Okay.
I gotta try this garlic parmesan butter.
Okay, so
and everyone's yelling at me. They're like, you gotta take a smaller bite, Steve. I just have the tendency to take a big bite. I'm sorry. I gotta go for it. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about the butter since they're brand new.
So the garlic parmesan, what you're trying now, is it's got just a beautiful. Yeah, you can see.
I'm glad I took a big bite.
but you get that roasted garlic, you get that Parmesan. So the reason I incorporated the butters into this offer this time is because you're going to see lots of different recipes. In fact, if you go on QVC.com, I've done a how-to video on 12 to 15 different ways to use this, to prepare it, using the butters, using different methods like fajitas, kebabs, parmesans. There's so many things that you can do, and we're going to show you some of that today because it's simple. But once you get this coming, you're going to realize it's more than a pork steak. If you want to treat it like a pork chop and kind of coat it and bake it and shake it, you can do that too, right? There's anything you can do. But what I will always guarantee on this product, it will always be moist, it'll always be fork tender, and the flavor profile is just second to none.
Oh, I love it. I love the fact that we get to eat the entire thing too. Fork tender, we're never like struggling with it, we're not fighting with it. And people have also a misconception of when they hear pork products like, oh, I don't make a lot of pork because it dries really easy. Not the case here, right?
No, and there's a reason for it. Again, when you start with a premium piece of pork, Pennsylvania Dutch pork that comes from a local farmers that I've worked with, so important. I want to show you where we start. This is a prime rib of pork, right? So we all know what the prime rib of beef looks like, right? You cut into that, you've got that beautiful marbling. Well, we do the same thing with the pork, except when it comes to us like this, we don't age it, right? It's the opposite of beef. You want to take it right from the farmers and be able to actually cut your pork steaks. We then trim it completely, take all the bones off it, and then make these beautiful steaks. This is what you're receiving. And if you see the marbling inside of these pork steaks, that's what makes these so special. And that's why every bite is tender. But when you get these home, because they're boneless, you can be the butcher. And again, the how-to video is on QVC. It's real simple. Look what I did here, Steve. I took one of our steaks, I pounded it out, and we're gonna show you what we can do with that.
Nice.
I took a steak and I cut it into what I call boneless spare ribs. I'm gonna show you that. We took a steak, cut it into these beautiful fajita strips. Here we've taken it and cut it into kebabs, and here into our Asian-inspired pork bites. And I'm gonna show you how to do all this. It's really simple.
Yeah.
And if me as a butcher can do it, you can do it at home. And of course, in the butcher shop, that's what I get to do every day. I get to spend time with our guests, talk about cooking different products, talking about the things that their families love. And actually, you can see those pork steaks that I'm cutting right there. Our butchers hand trim every single one of these, Steve, because we want everyone to be perfect. We have a simple saying in the butcher shop: if you wouldn't give it to your mom, let's not give it to our guests. It's as simple as that.
I love that. I love that. I've had the honor of going to the Rastelli's headquarters with the family and seeing how everything is created. Hand trimmed, hand packaged, every single piece just like the other. You don't have to worry about bringing this one home and thinking, oh goodness, I'm going to get smaller pieces than the other. Absolutely not. They are all beautifully done in this gorgeous 6-ounce premium pork ribeye steak that we're seeing here with the tacos, the fajitas.
And this is one pork steak. So I want you to see how far this goes, how far this stretches. Today, it's important to be able to take some of your products and get to stretch them. So this is easily a meal for two. And look at that. That's from one steak. We'll put a little bit of cheese right on top of that. Squeeze a lime. And, you know, we've got something here that's going to be incredibly juicy, really tender. And when your family starts eating this, I will guarantee you this: you will never ever buy another piece of pork other than this pork, because it is that special.
It truly is special, and we've got it on today's special value for a reason. People have fallen in love with this. Over 700 5-star reviews on all of the pork products here at QVC. So you make the call if you want the 10 count for $59.98 or 4 easy payments of $14.99. You'll get that 1-ounce cinnamon brown sugar butter and the 1-ounce garlic parmesan butter. Double it up for the 20 count, and that's $99.98 or 4 easy payments of $25, and you'll get 2 of each of those butters. Auto delivery is available for every 60 days for 1 year, and you're getting a stock up and save more on that 20 count of $19.98, which ends up costing you $4.99 a steak, which is such an unbelievable price. We also have it on some ship days available for you as well. The immediate ship date is very popular, but we also have it available the week of August 26th or the week of September 23rd. Definitely want to bring these home, have them throughout the year. Lock it in on auto delivery. You're going to fall in love with this. We've got a very special guest joining us here. It's Chris Metzer. What's up, buddy? It's good to see you. You got the gloves on.
How are you, Steve?
Good. What's happening over here?
Well, as Ray and you guys were just talking about how versatile this is.
Yeah.
I just want to show you some. This is one 6-ounce pork chop. One.
Whoa.
Okay. We did the traditional flour, egg, and breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Right? So it's ready to go. Air fryer at 400. It's only going to take 10 to 12 minutes.
That's it.
And the magic of TV, it's going to take about 10 seconds. But let me show you. Look at the size of it.
Oh.
Now, that's a 6-ouncer, right?
Looks so good.
Now, I have two, and I'm going to show you something over here, too. But
Perfect.
that is just one 6-ounce. And it's summertime right now. And even though this is fried, pork Milanese is a fan favorite during the summer. But look, you take that pork, you top it with your arugula or whatever salad you have at home, a little lemon, little fresh tomatoes on here.
My stomach is growling right
and
now.
look at this. I mean, look how beautiful that is.
Oh, perfect.
For summer, right?
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. And then, of course, we have our classic, our pork fried steak, right, with the country gravy.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so we'll just put a little on that.
Oh, yes,
And then how about a classic?
A classic.
Classic.
Let's hear a classic.
How about a pork parmesan?
Okay, pork parmesan.
And I can tell you right now, you will never use any other meat for a parmesan. Anything that you use chicken or veal with,
Delicious.
you can use literally this pork. Because of the marbling and the flavor in this pork, when people eat this, they're gonna be like, that is the best parmesan
Yes.
I have ever had. So there we go,
So
right? Now look how beautiful that is. Now Steve, look just right there. I'm gonna pull one out so you can taste this. But
okay, perfect.
that is one. That made one. I cut that in half and I made 2 full plates.
You pounded one of them out, breaded it, 2 different servings here.
2 servings.
Oh, that is
okay, from one
fantastic.
6-ounce.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is so awesome. The versatility here that we're talking about with pork is awesome. It's the other white meat. I mean, truly, mix up your proteins. If you're eating a lot of beef, if you've got a lot of Rastelli steaks in your freezer right now, definitely want to pick this one up as well because this is so special. Absolutely delicious. Is this for me?
This is for you.
Oh.
Is that too big? Because I know you always say big bite.
They told me to take smaller bites. But sorry, he served me this.
I mean,
This is perfect.
That's a big bite.
it's a big bite, right?
So good.
Yes.
This is amazing. I wouldn't even think to do a pork parmesan.
Isn't that beautiful? I mean, would you know that's pork?
No, honestly. I would say this is the best chicken parmesan I've ever had.
Right?
I mean,
because
truly.
it's that marbling and the flavor that's in there. How about a stuffed pork? All right, and this is a fun one for the summer. We just use a little bit of the butter that you're going to be getting, right? The garlic Parmesan butter.
Perfect.
I'm going to put a little of that on for the
Yes.
inside flavoring. I'm going to take some fresh mozzarella and tomato. We're just going to do a couple layers here. Some fresh basil.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
this looks fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm just going to roll it. Right?
Roll it up.
Roll it up, tuck the inside. You don't even have to pick this. There you go.
Oh man.
Okay, so we're going to throw this in the magic oven.
Magic oven.
Okay.
Magic reveal.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh,
And again, this is something that I love doing, during the fall, right? When you're having company, because this is really a nice looking dish. This is something that you want to plate, right?
Okay.
So this is something that, if my knife disappeared,
all right, let's see.
this is
fork tender.
Fork tender.
Get on in there.
Look at this. Look how beautiful that is.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to turn
Come
that.
on.
Now look at that.
This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Chris, please save that for me.
I'm saving that for you.
Well, we've got in 2 different options for you here. You've got a 10 count or 20 count option. In that 20 count, remember, each of these 6 ounces of these beautiful premium pork ribeye steaks, you're gonna pick up your 10 count for $59.98 or 4 easy payments of $14.99. Your 20 count is $99.98 or 4 easy payments of $25. You can lock in this price on auto delivery for every 60 days for 1 year. The immediate ship date is very popular, but we also have it available the shipment week of August 26th or the week of September 23rd. We've got to stock up and save more here of $19.98 if you go with that 20 count. The versatility here is key. I mean, this isn't just like, I'm going to make a pork dish. You're going to make several pork dishes, right, Ray?
You really are. And again, this one happens to be my favorite right now. All I did was took one of the pork steaks, I cut it into these strips. I've cut 4 beautiful strips. And here's how simple it is. This is time of year we've got the barbecue going. So all I do is take them, cut them into strips, because remember, you're getting them completely boneless. Just take your barbecue sauce, drop it right over top.
Okay.
Then just take your